Do what you wanna do. Talk dirty. Look me in the eyes and say, "Ooh, me, please." Welcome to the Animated Universe of Mel. Well, welcome to the Animated Mel podcast. We are getting into some One Piece today, some One Piece action. But before we do that, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and all that beautiful stuff. Now, One Piece action. um, it just dawned upon me that I feel that One Piece is the best anime ever made. I feel it's like the best series, the best anime of all time, and I'll explain why I feel that way. Now, this is not to say that it's it trumps it as like it's my favorite or so, but just well, granted, it's still one of my favorites, but the reason why I feel that One Piece is the best anime is because I'm just catching up on it. I just got finished. I think I'm on like episode 892 or so. They're still doing like semi flashbacks of when Luffy was saving Ace from Impel Down or whatever, and he was about to get executed, and they went through that whole thing, and then Luffy was looking for Ace's little VV card, and then as soon as he was reaching for it, like the Admiral guy was about to strike Luffy, and then Ace stepped in and took that hit for Luffy, and then he died. So, thinking about that anime and all the emotions it gives you, all of the character development. You know what? Let's start in order. One, well, I feel that what makes this anime stands leagues upon. Well, I wouldn't say leagues. I would say it stands out as the best anime over all the other animes is because of the characters. The characters are so likable. The characters are so diverse. There's and some of them have the most wonkiest and most weirdest personalities and craziest, antics that it even adds even more depth to who they are. For instance, you have just look at the more serious characters like the Navy, the admirals. They are so super serious. Then on the other spectrum, you have the Shikibukai, or you have the Emperors of the Sea, where they have these wonky and kooky and wacky character traits, but they're powerful as shit. Like they're crazy, strong, and they are, they have conviction behind their goals, their ideals, And there's more leaders in this series. There's more leaders in this series as far as character attributes goes than there are like followers, or granted, you have pirates and you have the people that are crew members, but still, like the diversity of leaders in this is insane. So many characters are likable, man. And that's one. That's just like touching on the like what makes the character so cool. Like my favorite character is Luffy, and aside from Luffy, being goofy, serious, down for his friends, simple-minded, he's also has that drive to achieve his goal and to become like the king of the pirates. Like that guy is the beast, the best, and the bomb, triple B's. You know what I mean? Not Big Baller Brand, but they, aside from Luffy, I like Zoro, who is like who's loyal to his captain, Also, and he doesn't want to let his captain down. He's just like, and he's horrible with directions. Like, come on, what kind of? And it's so hilarious. Like they're running and escaping. They start like they'll ask Zoro which way they should go, and he'll say, "All right, let's go right." And so that just lets you know that they need to go left. That shit is hilarious, man. And even with characters you wouldn't expect to like I didn't even think I would like Buggy the Clown at first, but Buggy the Clown has something that you can appreciate. I think there's one character I don't think I'll like the Admiral guy, can't remember his name off top, but the guy who actually killed Ace, and you know the magma admiral. I don't like him, you know, simply for the fact he killed Ace, but he's still a complete badass. He's still a badass, you know. Um, and even the emotional content, you get realms of love. You get the love part with you know, Sanji and Pudding. You get their love story of how Pudding, you know, actually started feeling in love, falling for him and stuff, because you know Sanji admired her beautiful eye when she's just been taught her entire life that it's ugly and she's creepy, you know. So I thought that that's pretty dope. And on the other spectrum of love, you have Brooke, who's always talking about "let me see those panties," which is hilarious. Then you have not Chopper, Sanji, who just "let me swan, Robin Swan," who just goes crazy over these women that are pretty, and he just goes it's, you know, it's just like it gives you both spectrums. And then even to the more subtle and comical part is Boa Hancock and Luffy. Their relationship. Luffy isn't focused on love, but Boa Hancock, she is in love with Luffy. You know, she's just like, oh, but she's like, she's the Empress of the Sea, and I'm just like, this is so ill, man. So they touch on every aspect of the love thing. You know, you know, actually, I hope they end up being in a relationship together. That would be dope. Um, and also the emotional content when it comes to like the tears, the emotions, like even though like their character expressions, like when they cry and stuff, it's not just whimpering, boo-hooing, and but their mouths open like this wide, and they start crying and stuff. Like even though it's more animated, and it has a touch of silliness when they cry and they feel these things. It's, bruh, it is heart wrenching. It is heart wrenching. Like when Sanji was getting treated like that when he was a kid by, you know, the Germa 666 family, bruh, like that was crucial, man. And the when Luffy found out his brother died, that was crucial. When he found out Sabo was alive, that was touching, man. So that's why I feel like this anime is the best. And that's just on a more emotional thing. But let's just look at the story. It's so wide and it all makes sense. Everything interconnects so well. You know, there's this mysterious power behind the power of the D. You know, there's you have Marshall D. Teach. You have Trafalgar D. Law. You have Monkey D. Luffy. We have yet to unveil like this mysterious D thing that everyone's been with or talking about. But anyone who has D in their name, something catastrophic or something eventful always happens, you know? And so you always have that alluring in the back of your mind, like, oh, snap, you know something's about to hit the fan now, you know? And then the story, man, like I honestly feel like this story can go on forever. It could go on forever with so many of the, especially with the first the worst generation. You have Pirate, you have not Pirate, you have Luffy, you have Kid, you have Law, you have BG. You have, you know, just all the worst generation. You can go through their entire story and actually enjoy it if Oda decided to do that, you know. But it's like there's with so much diversity in the cast, with so much diversity in things that actually make sense in the story. Like there's many times where the story gets in any other anime where the story gets so wonky, where there's things that have to be created in future episodes to make up for past mistakes. But I feel like everything connects so well with One Piece in how like, you know, the past interacts with the present and everything that was done and the training and with the powers of the fruit. Like the fruit ability is like one of the most diverse selections that I've ever seen. Like, come on, completely ridiculous. I didn't think that like the Gomu Gomu fruit, which Luffy has, would be anything like super significant. He's just rubber, you know. But like him getting that rubber fruit, bro, he is pushing it to the limit, man. I just like, come on. So the character development, the storyline, the emotional content that it invokes in you, and the relation to the characters, you can understand a lot of the characters' points of views. And it's even hard to even decide or to say who is the good guy, who's the bad guy. There's not really anything that points the finger of who's the good guy and the bad guy, because technically the pirates are the bad guys because they're looting and doing all they're pirates. You know, the stigma of, you know, you don't follow laws, you're a rebel at heart and all that stuff. And then you have the Marines or the Navy, where they are they're protecting the world from these pirates, and but we're following the story of the pirates, and it kind of makes you look at the Navy like, I don't really rock with the Navy like that, you know. So it plays on that lining of good and bad, like who's really good here, who's really bad here, because you can see how a lot of times where the pirates, or at least the Straw Hat Pirates, they're doing things that are beneficial to the people. They're protecting lands, they're protecting different territories within the New World and stuff like that, you know, just because they have power. And even the Navy, they can see the power that these pirates have, so they issue them like shiki bukais and give them some kind of as long as they have a territory and don't branch out from their territory, they'll be protected. But if they come off that territory, you know, they're gonna get their asses hunted, you know. So it's kind of, it's like you can't really decipher who's a good guy, who's a bad guy, but it's all entertaining nonetheless. And there's so much more that we have yet to even discover, and they're like on episode 892 or 890, almost 900, almost at 900 episodes, and we have yet to even touch the surface of this anime being over, or this series, you know, reaching the pinnacle of its story. You know, I think Otis said he's about 50% done with the story, and this was about a year ago. And this was out in the 90s. This is bypassed Dragon Ball. Well, no one say Dragon Ball. I say it bypassed Naruto, Luffy. No, it bypassed Naruto, Bleach, and all the long running series that have already been going. Fairy Tail, you know, and then like it's seen its life has been seen since, you know, all these big threes have been formed. It's always been in the picture. So this is why I feel like One Piece is like the best anime, the best, because there's never a dull moment, a never dull episode. And granted, I'm sure there's some series or some sagas or some arcs within One Piece that a little bit weaker than the previous, but there's never been one arc when I'm just like, you know what, I didn't like this. This was meaningless. You know, I never, and even some of their filler episodes are pretty good. Their filler episodes are entertaining, man. And a good thing about their filler episodes is that they don't go on seasons of fillers like Boruto. Like Boruto has even yet. That's why I stopped watching. I'm just like, this stuff. It's not anything, man. Like it's just going through seasons of fillers, and that's one thing that One Piece does a good job of. Just like they'll keep it to maybe 2 or 3 episodes of fillers, and then they'll jump right back into the anime. You know, so with all that, the characters, the story, the mysterious, the love, and the everything that it invokes in you, I just feel like, man, this anime is easily the best anime that I've ever watched. And granted, it's hard to get that realization if you've only started from the beginning. If you haven't started from the beginning, and you just like, yo, this anime is way too long and way too much for me to catch up on. You're missing out. You don't necessarily, I know, like when we watch animes, we just want to get up there, we want to get all the information, but slow grind, man. Slow grind. If you're watching this anime or you want to watch this anime and you're thinking like, oh my gosh, it has so many episodes, that should entice you to want to watch it. There's a reason that there's this many episodes of this anime. There's a reason why there's this many episodes of one particular anime, and it's only getting better. It's only getting better. So I would say to those who are detoured off the number of episodes this anime has and they're new to it but want to watch it, just watch like one a day. You do not have to give into the pressures of wanting to watch it or finish it within a week, because that, no, don't do that. Just watch what, maybe 3 episodes a day if you have that time. Like me, I work and I do other activities and other hobbies and other things that I'm pursuing, so I can't just sit there one day watch an entire anime series. Just like every night watch 3 episodes. That's what, roughly 20 minutes an episode, so that's 3 episodes a day. That's 3 episodes times what, 7, 21. And if you watch, that's 21 episodes a week that you're watching. And if you do that within, that year, I'm not sure what the math is on that. 21 times what, that 52, whatever that is. I'm sure it'll be some time, but that's just taking the lower spectrum of it. Some episodes, sometimes you can watch maybe 10 episodes in a day, and binge watch it sometimes, and you'll be able to catch up. But don't get discouraged just because it's an anime with so many episodes. It's a really freaking good anime, and that's why I feel it is the best anime ever. Longevity, character development, story, the interest, it keeps you entertained on many different levels, man. So yeah, that ends my rant about the One Piece and why I feel it's the best anime ever made. Let me know if you agree or disagree, or if you can actually understand why I feel that way. But let me know what's your favorite anime. No, sorry, not favorite anime. Let me know what's your anime that you feel is the best of all time. Because granted, Dragon Ball is always like number one to me, but I don't think it's the best anime overall. One Piece, I feel like, is the best anime overall. So let me know what you think the best anime, just one, because I know it's hard with so many series out there and how long anime has been run, and so many series that wouldn't have been created due to the influence of previous animes. So let me know what you think is the greatest anime of all time. I think One Piece is. And yeah, that's about it. This podcast, I'll start doing these podcasts a little shorter, because I know probably 45 minutes to an hour is probably, until we gain a little bit bigger audience and stuff like that. We'll keep it a little short so you all can retain, your attention a little bit. But yeah, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I think that's it. I gotta finish, doing some stuff. But thank you all for tuning in and subscribe. All right then. Holla.